Hey everyone, what's going on? I've got some really good news today. We have some babies hatching. And we're gonna film this over, I guess, a period of the week, as, you know, because it takes them a couple days to get out of their eggs, and then some are gonna be hatching days after the first ones, and so on and so forth. So, 2 days ago, I saw the first black dragon egg pip. So it's just a tiny little cut in the egg, and I could see where he had made some little scratches on the egg. It was kind of cool to see, but you try to look in there and it's just black. Can't see anything. And the gurus, I think, are due to be another 15 days after them, but one of them pipped as well. So they weren't really even at 6 months. They were 15 days short of 6 months. And one of them pipped as well that afternoon as I checked on the black dragon eggs. They're all denting. I think only one of the guru trays is dented. Both trays with the black dragon eggs. Or actually, it's the opposite. There's one black dragon tray. It's all dented. One of the trays with gurus is definitely more dented or more advanced in its cycle or whatever than the other ones. So I'm going to open up the incubator. And I mean, you could see that I did the saran wrap like we discussed. And I see the little guy. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the little guy in there. You're going to see him in a minute. So I spoke to CJ and he told me about doing these trays. I wet some sphagnum moss and got him in the incubator to get him good and humid, get him to the right temperature. But what I want to do right now is look at these black dragon eggs and see if anything has changed here. So these are 829. Oh. So you can see the one egg, and you can see his little scratches on the egg. Seems to be the only one with any cuts. Oh, is this back one? No, just that one egg. But they're all dented, which means they're all pretty close to hatching. I will just leave that guy in there. And as they hatch, I'm going to transfer them to these other containers, which we're going to now take out. Let's lift this back up. Slide this back in. It's kind of tight with the 3 trays up there. Now this is the guru tray that looks further behind the other one. Yeah, see, those eggs are just barely starting to dent. You can see the dent on that one there. But some of them are still very plump. So this tray is definitely behind that other one. We'll get it back in the incubator. And then what we're gonna do is pull out one of these trays that CJ had me set up. He said to drill some more venting holes in it. So you'll see I drilled some 3/8 holes all the way around. And I put some moss, some water for them to drink so they can bury in that moss. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this baby out. So exciting. I think when it happened with the blackthroats, it was more surreal, and I wasn't really able to realize what happened, if that makes sense. Oh, look, another one. Nice cut on that one there, too. All right, put that lid there. Let's see if I can do this carefully. Come on. Come on. He is underneath that tray. Come on. I don't like to do all this. Don't want to roll any eggs. there is a beautiful baby Guru water monitor. I'm going to, I don't even know the best way to put this. Set him in there. Look how perfect his patterns are. Absolutely beautiful. Now he's saying that they're not going to want to eat for like a week, and they're going to reabsorb or absorb whatever yolk they have left. So we're going to let them stay in the incubator in that. And you can see we have another one right here, just about to hatch. Going to be very exciting, and I'm going to turn the camera on as things happen, but that's where we're at right now. I'm going to get them back in the incubator, and since I have the door open, that's not good, and I'll keep you guys updated. All right, it's day 3 of the eggs pipping or hatching, and more exciting things are happening. All right, so this is the container I set up for the black dragons. It's got some water in it. It's got the moss. It's been sitting in the incubator, so it's at their steady temperature. And this guy hatched out. This guy is very close to hatching out. I don't see where any of the other eggs are pipping, but here's this little guy right here. I'm gonna have to maybe pause you for a second, and so I can use both hands. And I'm going to get him into the other container. All right, one perfect little guy. He's so dark, you can hardly see him. He definitely still has his yolk attached to his tail. So, he's tongue flicking and looks healthy. Perfect little black dragon. And we'll get the eggs back in the incubator ASAP. And then I'm going to show you the Guru. Okay, so these are the 2 that have already hatched out. 2 empty eggs. I'll move those out of there. And that's the last 2 in this container. That one is, you can see, opening up. And this one's, ooh. We might even be able to see him come out right now. I wish I had this on a headband. Let me give the egg shell a little tear and see if we can't see him. Okay, gave it a good tear. Some really pretty spots. So that one should be out of his egg very soon. And let's get to the ones that are already out. All right, well, I have this lid snapped on well now because yesterday I had it loose, and one of them got loose in the incubator, which wasn't good. They are burying in good in the moss. Look at the beautiful spots on this little guy. So pretty. And this little one here, they are just burying in all that good moss. I think that's where they just want to be right now. Just a pretty little baby. So we've got 2 of them in here. That's nice and warm in there. And I think this one so far is my favorite. The size of those perfect spots. Very pretty. So what I need to do next is, well, get this container back in the incubator. Get them back at their 85 degrees. But I need to set up 2, I know people are going to frown on it, aquariums in here. So what I need to do next is set up 2 aquariums in this room. I mean, this will come out probably after I'm back anyway, so it doesn't matter. I am going out of town on a big expedition for 2 weeks, right in the midst of all this. I've got 5 more days, so hopefully everyone hatches out before I leave. But my mom and Kenan are going to be handling all of this. I know. The most exciting thing for me is these babies coming out, and I'm going to miss some of it. So I have to set up these aquariums in here and my cricket colony container and all that. Get the crickets in, and they're going to start them on crickets. I'm going to get to miss all of that. But hopefully I can get my mom to film, or maybe Kenan will come over here and shoot some film of them feeding their first time. So you guys will join me later today while we set up the aquariums. Okay, everyone, a little update on the babies. There's nothing in here right now, but this is just showing the little startup aquarium that I have started. I like the temperature that's in their basking spot. I think the baby black dragons are gonna go in here. The little tunnel that I can see in from the front glass has a little heat pad underneath it. And I know it's a very small water dish, but this is a rather small opening for me to do regular water changes. It'll make it easier. And I have it all very moist in there. And the bottom one has been on. I just turned this on just for the sake of the video, keeping what is wet to a good temperature for them once they get in there. Now, 2 of the gurus are already in here. They were out sunning themselves already. Their yolks have already dried up, and they are already living in here, probably inside that tunnel right now. And we are gonna try crickets later today. You can see I have a little towel on that side to keep some of the moisture in, keep some of the warmth in. And I know how everyone feels about aquariums. I don't care. That's what I want in my house while I'm starting them on crickets. They'll move to something else outside with high humidity afterwards. But this is how I'm starting them. Now, the 2 black dragons are still in here. Mom, will you close the door to the bedroom, please? Now, let's see. No more pipping on the black dragons right now. So the 2 that came out before all of these. I don't see anything else on these eggs. And oh yeah, I sure can. And this container with the gurus, oh, there is 1 pipping in there. So that has changed since this morning. And if I pull it out a little bit, I think the 3rd egg back on this side, you can see a little crack in it. And that is the beginning of 1 hatching. Oh, and the last one on this side I see a little crack on. So oddly enough, the gurus are coming out before the black dragons. The black dragons were due just the other day, and these gurus were not technically due yet for another 15 days. All right. Okay, on the guru side, these 2 came out looking a little bit more like the dad, but not fully. Like this one has some more banding and quite a bit more yellow on his head. Looks like a guru sulfur, very similar to the father. The 2 that are in there look like the mother, just an exceptionally nice looking guru female. And this one also looks much like that other one. A guru sulfur. And I don't know if you can make out that head is going to turn very yellow. It has very minimal black markings on its head, but has the 2 solid stripes like a bivitatis on its shoulders. Very, very pretty. And the other ones look like more typical gurus. Once I stop filming, I'm gonna see if these 2 younglings, if their yolk has dried up and they are ready for the aquarium or not. Here, it's funny how they bury in. But these are the 2 black dragons. And can I say how stinking calm these little guys are? So I still see just a little bit more evidence of the yolk on him. But a perfectly little healthy black dragon. I'll set this one back down. And the other one here. Still, its yolk looks like it's all evaporated, but we'll keep them here just a little bit longer. Two happy little babies. Set it back down. Little tongue flicks. It's great. I'll put them back in the incubator. I just woke up and a bunch of the gurus are about to hatch. And this little guy is tongue flicking. Okay, everybody. I think we're into our 4th day of this, maybe, of these babies hatching. Currently, I have 2 gurus in the aquarium that are already ready. I think I'm transferring 2 of the black dragons to the aquarium, and then I'm gonna transfer some animals to the temporary boxes and out of them. So we're gonna move some animals around, and I've already introduced crickets to the gurus yesterday. Didn't see if they were eating them. Right now they're being pretty secretive. One is soaking in the water. So I'm gonna put you guys on the headband and get some video of what I'm doing this morning. Okay? All right, first thing I'm gonna do is take the black dragons that I checked on yesterday from my sea serpent incubator. This is the temporary box. I still haven't removed Lily and Forrest's eggs. I know they're going bad, but I'm really upset they're bad. I really had high hopes for them. So these yesterday still had some yolk on them. So I don't think they were quite ready to go into the aquarium. I can tell you, these black dragons are super calm. Very, very calm. So I feel like they are ready. Look at that, perfect. Well, you know what? Let me get the other one in there first. Oh, he's posturing a little bit. He's in a new, bigger place. Now, and this guy, yeah, everything's totally absorbed. Oh, a little tail whip. Let me get you guys a better close-up of these guys. It's gonna be their first little steps. Very pretty. This one's not moving yet, but that's fine. It was just sound asleep. I'll get you guys back on the headband. Sorry. Close the lid on them here. It's also their first bright light. All right. I don't know why the gurus smelled very fouled after they were in it for a little bit. This smells totally fresh and fine. I'm gonna put, I want like a 1/4 inch of water in there. And I think there's just one black dragon to transfer to that right now. Lots of good stuff. You just checked on him this morning. It wasn't fully out this morning. Oh, but it's out now. Oh, this is a much more active lizard. And I'm just putting the... Okay. feel like he has any yolk to be absorbed. I'm not gonna... Let's see, we've got, look at this guy. He's got his head sticking out right there. He is almost out. Ooh, he may walk out on us right now, huh? So this is the one that just hatched out. Where do I want to put that? Maybe we'll set it up there and let it dry out. And this little guy, he was pretty active in there. Okay. Don't do anything stupid, Jerry. Okay. Look at that, beautiful. Now he's bigger than the other ones and more active out of the egg. Look at this. He's got his leg out. Okay, not trying to startle you. Shh, shh, shh. There you go. So we will get that one. I think by lunchtime, this guy will be out. This guy will be out this afternoon. And these have not pipped. The race is on because I only have 3 more days until I leave town. Are you okay? Yeah, you're totally okay. I'm just getting used to where you are. I cannot tell you guys how excited I am about all this. With everything going on in my life right now, I think I needed this positivity. He's got one full leg out of his egg. We'll let this guy sit in here for a day. Make sure if he has any yolk or anything attached to his belly that he absorbs that. Gurus here, and just real quickly, I want to have you guys here. There are the 6 front eggs are all pipped. 6 out of that 10. Actually, I see a crack. I see a crack on just about all of them. So those gurus will be out, I think, by the end of tomorrow. The goal is to have them all out before I leave town. Again, I'm leaving town on a big trip in 3 days. So whatever is not hatched out is going to move right back to Kennan's incubator. I don't believe my mom is ready for transferring these babies. Now, also very exciting, what I noticed here is 2 gurus that are currently in here. There's one right there in the water. They look like the mom. Very typical, clean looking guru. Put that back for you. But these suckers, let's see. They look like the dad. One of these guys latched on to me pretty good yesterday. So he looks like a cross between the guru and the sulfur. Looks like that head is going to wash out and turn totally yellow. That sphagnum moss is kind of covering up, but he has solid stripes on his shoulders, and the ocelli aren't as spread out. They are super, super clean though, the ocelli on his back. I think, let's see which one this is. Hopefully this is not the biter. Oof. There you can see how beautiful those stripes are. And there are a couple crickets in there. I'll release some more into there later. Not right now. Disturb them. And what I'm gonna start doing once I get them hatched out is spending my cell phone time with my hand in there so these guys can get used to me. Very, very pretty. Yeah, that's a big step going from that dark container to this glass aquarium. Very exposed. He's checking out the other lizard. All right, and we'll give you guys an update later. All right, and here is the exciting conclusion to all of my hard work. There are 14 happy Guru sulfur water monitors. Beautiful. Some you can tell the heads are gonna go straight yellow. One's in the light, and a whole bunch of them are obviously buried in that pile of moss in the corner. Some are in their water. And I am going to get them some crickets. I've already had some of them eating. This will be the first time with the entire group. So just give me a moment. Hey everyone, this is going to be the final portion of the babies hatching out. And I am going to, let's see, in this last bin, there are 2 black dragons. That one just came out yesterday afternoon. And this is the last one coming out of the egg. It's his head right there. His head was out and tongue flicking. I think he wants to take just a little bit more time. Oh, and here the other one is walking over to us. Sorry, I'm shooting a bad video through a dirty bin. But so the big news is, and this video is not going to come back until I'm back in town, I am going with my friend Rob Arrington, Deer Meat for Dinner, on an expedition to Guyana. And most of the trip is going to be fishing, obviously, but we'll do some herping, hopefully at night. Hopefully we'll get a black caiman or an anaconda or something like that. But I'm getting ready to go. I'm trying to get those last 2 black dragons into the aquarium before I leave. If not, Kenan will handle that for me. I know they're supposed to stay separated until their yolk and everything is totally absorbed before they go into not a dry environment, but a drier environment. I still have a water tub in there and wet moss and everything inside the aquariums for them. I've only noticed one of the black dragons eating. I have a good amount of crickets still walking around in there so they can get enticed by them. But I've only noticed one of them eating. They're all hiding, and that water's about to get changed and go to a bigger water. But the Gurus, there's a bunch lounging in the water. There's a whole mess of them in that tub. They've been sunning themselves. Now they all hatched out quite a bit faster, and they're 15 days early, so they did about 5.5 months at 85 degrees, which is pretty amazing. What we're gonna do right now is I've got some nice warm water in this bin, a little warmer than room temperature. This room's pretty warm, and I'm gonna put all 14 of them in here. so I can know that I got all 14 into the aquarium, into the aquarium and everything. And that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll put their bigger water bin in there. I believe Kenan gets crickets from Fluker today, and he's gonna do a video setting up the cricket bin for them and probably the first real feeding. And I'm sure it's gonna be a little soft at first, and then as you know the days go on, 1, 2, 3 days in, I'm sure then they're all gonna be fired up and eating, and it's gonna be pretty exciting. And I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. So it's gonna be him and my mom enjoying the first 2 weeks of all these babies. Alrighty, I'll video again when they're in the water. Alright, this is pretty amazing to me. All 14 of these beautiful babies are in the water here. And I love how there's 2 distinct animals in here, or patterns, should I say. Or maybe the more I look, there's ones with perfect ocelli that look more like gurus to me. And then there are ones that look like their heads are gonna turn yellow. But no, the more I look, it looks like almost all of their heads. Well, I don't know. Some definitely more yellow than others. I can't wait to see how they light up in the sun and how they change over the next couple weeks. But they're beautiful. I'm extremely happy. Try and move around less for them. All 14 look great. And to put this back into perspective, this was the female that I purchased. She was just coming of age. She hadn't cycled with the old owner. And I put her with that guru male. And she's the one that saw me digging up the eggs and like wouldn't eat after that. She ate after she laid the eggs. And when she abandoned the nest, she went between that water tub and the wall. And I said, okay, she's away from the nest. She's not going to disturb me. And she saw, and she turned off of eating. Like it was a depression. And I kept changing food items every day. It was a warm time of the year, so it wasn't a temperature thing. And I have to think that it was depression. And it happened so fast because she was already depleted from laying eggs. I don't feel like I really had time to react. So the lesson there was like, one, I'm never going to let a female see me digging up her eggs. I just won't ever do that again. And I will take a female not eating the day after she lays a heck of a lot more serious. Because they gotta eat. They're so depleted from it. But she does live on through these babies, and you have to assume that that behavior is going to happen in the wild. Something is going to dig up their eggs, whether it's another monitor or I don't know. They don't have raccoons there, but another raccoon-like animal. Maybe somebody will tell us. I'm sure there's lots of stuff that will dig up their eggs. But all right, I'm gonna get their water bin filled up. See, now I have a larger water bin, and I will leave this fake plant into the water so they have a way to crawl out, and I'll get them transferred back into the aquarium. Okay, here's the black dragons. There's 7 of them in here. There are 2 more. One that hatched out last night, and then one more that just came out while I was putting fresh warm water in here. So all of those are out. And then there are 3 more that we found in another tray that have yet to pip. But I mean, a different tray could have a different timing. So there'll be 12 of these all together. Why are you guys on the opposite side of the GoPro? But all of them healthy. It's really amazing. Both clutches, 100% of the eggs hatched out. I think that says something for the Sea Serpent's Incubator to have that success rate. Oh gosh, we got some visitors here. Let me turn this off. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. See you soon.